Hey everyone, welcome back. This is John from Friends with Your Benefits. I want you to imagine this. Let's say you've had some medical issues going on and you finally make an appointment with the doctor to see what the doctor says and if you need any particular treatment. You finally make that appointment, you get in the office, you wait about 20 minutes for the doc to come in. Doc comes in, tells you what's going on, and prescribes you medication. And he says, John, I'm going to send this medication down to your local pharmacy and you should go down there and pick it up. So you schlep over to the local pharmacy, you wait online, you got to pick the medication up and you have your card in hand ready to pay for it. And the pharmacist says, I'm sorry, John, but this medication is subject to prior authorization. You can't get it. Whoa. Okay. What do you do? Well, make sure you watch until the very end, because I'm going to show you a strategy to take this prior authorization and turn it on its head. So the first thing we need to go over is really, what is prior authorization? Prior authorization is basically approval for coverage of certain medications or quantity limits. Why do insurance companies put this in place, John? Well, insurance companies put this in place for a variety of reasons. So number one, they want to make sure that whatever medication that you're taking is clinically appropriate to you. There's a lot of medications out there, and we all know that the doctors see a lot of people, so they really want to make sure that you're taking the right medication and also at the right dosing level. It might also be that there is a cheaper medication out there, and they want you to try the cheaper medication before you try the more expensive version. So what do? So strategy number one, let's say you're at the pharmacy already. What you have to do in that situation is the best thing to do is ultimately call your doctor, explain the situation, and they will go through the process and they'll actually talk to your insurance company to try to work through the prior authorization. The doctor completes the paperwork on the back end, and then in about 48 hours, that medication that you want and need is available. So let's say you're in the doctor's office and maybe perhaps you've watched this video and you want to make your doctor aware of prior authorization and really know your options before you schlep yourself all the way to the pharmacy. So what do? So in just a minute, I'm going to actually show you a little app that actually will help you understand in real time before the doctor actually writes the script whether or not your medication is actually subject to prior authorization, and anyone can do it. So let's go into the app that can really help you turn prior authorization on its head. As you can see on the screen, the app is called Rx Savings Solution, and if your employer offers it to you, it's available free to you and automatically connects with your pharmacy insurance. So we have the app open and a few different features here. We're going to click on top, search for a medication. Medication we're going to type in is medication called Copaxone. So we're going to type that in. It's actually showing up in my recent searches. So I click that and the app is in a sync and it comes really quick, lightning quick, with whether or not the medication is covered. And right off the bat, I click more and it's showing that, hey, this medication is subject to prior authorization. It's not in this thing called a formulary and only the generic is covered. And holy shnikes, this medication is super expensive, costs nearly $5,000 per month. Yikes. So I scroll down and that's expensive, and it does give me other options. And there's a suggestion to save the most, and it says try a different medication that treats the same condition. So, okay, there's about a $2,000 difference in price. I click view options, and down below it's going to tell me details on the alternative. And it's actually the generic of Copaxone. I'm not going to pretend to pronounce it, but you can see here it's significantly lower in price and it has details on the dosing and whatnot. I have an option to click continue. We're not going to do that right now, but we will click this thing called a message from our pharmacist. We click this and Dr. Green, the clinical pharmacist, said, this formulation is administered 3 times a week. Please discuss this option with your prescriber. So while I'm sitting in the doctor's office, I know I have alternatives before causing myself potentially a lot of headaches, and I know the information before the health insurance company does,
which really gives me a lot of power and confidence to make choices that will be in my best interest.
In an upcoming video, we'll do a deep dive on the Rx Savings Solutions app and some additional features that may benefit you. Until next time, we encourage you to like the video, subscribe, hit the bell, and thanks for joining.